Hi there, sweet friends. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me on the mat. For today's practice, we'll actually begin standing. So a mountain pose. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to turn so you can kind of mimic my movements here. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, swim our hands back down beside our hips. Just two more full big breaths. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, we'll swim our hands back down. One more inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. And on our exhale, we're going to goalpost cactus the arms, make a W shape. Try and bring our shoulder blades together to touch. Fingertips face towards the backs of the room. Micro bend the knees. Ever so slightly lift the chin. Just gentle back bend of the spine. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. And exhale, we're going to slowly drop to a fold. We're going to bend one knee, straighten out the opposite leg. Just pedal out the feet here. Next inhale, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold. Make sure our toes are as wide as they can be. Micro bend the knees as we inhale. Arms reach nice and long overhead. And exhale, bring our hands back down beside our hips. And we're just going to bring our left foot behind our right. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. And we're going to grab our left hand with our right wrist overhead. And exhale, we're going to pretend we're pouring a cup of tea. So we're bending to our right side body. We call this the teacup stretch. So we're creating space to breathe into our left side body. One more full round of breath here. Inhale, arms reach long overhead. Exhale, bring your hands beside our hips. Bring our left foot back to meet our right. Kind of just shake out the shoulders. Next inhale, we're going to bring our right foot behind our left. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Then this time we're going to grab our right wrist with our left hand. We're going to bend and pour tea over to our left side body, creating space for our breath to flow through our right side body. One more full round of breath here. Inhale, both arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, bring your hands beside our hips. Bring our right foot back to meet our left. Shake off the shoulders once more. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. And exhale, slowly melt into our fold. Inhale, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, we're going to heel toe our feet a little bit wider than our shoulders here. Just a wide angle forward fold. On our next inhale, halfway lift flat back. And on our next exhale, we're going to bend into our knees, reach our arms forward in front of us to find ourselves in a low squat pose here. Just strengthening our ankles. And on our next exhale, we're slowly going to drop our glutes, bend and hover our knees into our chest. Reach our arms forward in front of us to find boat pose here. Keeping our arms reaching forward in front of us, spine nice and long. Just turning so you can see me here. Next inhale, straighten our right leg, point our right toe. Exhale, bend our right knee back to meet our left. Next inhale, straighten our left leg, point our left toes. Exhale, bend our left knee into our chest. Next inhale, both arms reach nice and long overhead. And next inhale, straighten both legs and both toes here, finding this V variation. And slowly lower our legs down onto our mat. And on our next exhale, slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae onto our backs. Next inhale, hug our knees in towards our chest. Wrap our forearms around our knees just to give yourselves a big embrace for carving out the space. Next inhale, we're going to grab the outside of both of our feet with both of our hands, bringing our elbows inside the knees. So in happy baby and just mindfully rocking side to side, using the earth as a natural foam roller. Meeting here on our next inhale and our neutral happy baby. Next inhale, hug our knees in towards our chest. Wrap our forearms around our knees, giving ourselves another big embrace. Next inhale, slowly rest your backs onto your mats. Slowly drop both feet onto the earth. Keep our knees bent here. Bring our hands just underneath our belly button. Softly close your eyes. Shrug your ears away from your shoulders. And focus on your breath in your lower abdomen. Inhale. Feel your belly expanding. Exhale. Feel your belly collapse deep into your body. 2 more full rounds of breath here. Inhale. 1 more full round of breath here. Next inhale. We'll find our happy baby once more. We're going to bend. Keep our right knee bent. We're going to straighten our left leg. Slowly lower our left leg straight down so we find ourselves in this half happy baby. And we're going to keep our left leg hovered. Bend our left knee in towards our chest and just trace hip circles with our left hip. Just exploring movement that feels good for you. We slow down the breath so we remember that every breath has a movement and every movement has a breath. So 1 more hip circle. Beautiful. We're going to grab the outside of our left foot with our left hand, straighten our right leg, slowly lower and hover right leg, and again, bend right knee in towards our chest, and just trace hip circles this time with our right hip. Just again, exploring movement that feels good for you. One more full round of breath here. And when we're ready, we'll meet back in our happy baby. Next inhale, extend both legs straight. We'll bring our hands just above our glutes, so underneath our spine here, just to ensure our back stays flat and doesn't arch. Pointing both of our toes. On our next inhale, we're slowly going to drop and hover our legs. And then exhale, press back up. We'll do this 9 more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. 8 more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. 6. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. We can do anything once more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, hug knees in towards our chest. And just widen out our hips. Next inhale, bring our knees in together and slowly rock at least 3 times. And eventually we're going to rock on and over our knees here. So we're meeting each other in tabletop pose. Just mindfully swaying our hips side to side. And then let's just warm up our wrists here. So bring the tops of our palms onto our mats, bringing our fingertips facing towards our knees. We can stay here, or we can explore moving around our wrists, bending into our elbows, just exploring what feels good for your body in this moment. Remember, it changes. It's ever fleeting. We'll just explore some wrist stretches for 3 more full rounds of breath. One more full round of breath here. Next inhale, we'll meet in tabletop pose. So hips are stacked over the knees, back is flat, core is tucked up and in, fingertips are as wide as they can be, weight is focused on our index finger and our thumb, shoulders are slightly rocked over the wrists, gaze is facing forward, and on our next inhale, slowly lift the gaze, lift the hips for cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin to our chest to find cat. Twice more, inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, find neutral tabletop. And let's make sure we're balanced in our left hand as we're slowly going to extend our left leg straight back. So top of our left thigh is engaged, left toes are pointed. And on our next inhale, we're going to reach forward with our right arm for bird dog. One more full round of breath here. We're going to stay in our bird dog, and on our next exhale, we're going to bend our right elbow back and bring our left knee behind our left elbow, finding this lizard crunch. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, straighten once more. Right elbow back, left knee up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bring our left hand down, left knee down onto our mat. And just wiggle out the hips. When we're ready, we'll make sure our weight is balanced in our right hand as we extend our right leg straight back this time. Inhale, reach our left arm forward. So right toes are pointed back, left fingertips is reaching energy forward. Stabilizing our core and spine here in our bird dog. On our next exhale, so balancing it out this time, we're going to bend our left elbow back and bend our right knee behind our right elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, crunch. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, lower our left hand and our right knee down onto our mats as we wiggle out our hips. We're slowly going to drop our forearms down onto our mats. Extend our feet straight back behind us so we meet each other in Sphinx pose here. Just gentle compression of the spine. And we're going to rest on our left forearm, roll onto our left side body, bend both knees. And on our next inhale, we're going to press up and hover our left hip. So finding this modified side plank variation. Next exhale, slowly lower. This time on our next inhale, I want us to lift from our left hip and open up our right knee. Exhale, slowly lower. We'll do this twice more. Inhale, lift our left hip. Open up our right knee. Exhale, slowly lower. Once more. Inhale, hover, left hip. Open up our right knee. Exhale, slowly lower. Bring our right forearm down onto our mat. We're back in our Sphinx pose. And this time we're going to drop our right forearm. Roll into our right side body. Bend both knees. Next inhale, hover our right hip from the mat. Modified side plank. Next exhale, slowly lower. And on our next inhale, this time we're going to hover our right hip. Open up our right knee. Exhale, slowly lower. We'll do this twice more. Inhale, lift. Right hip. Open up our right knee. Exhale, slowly lower. Once more. Inhale, open up our right hip. Open up our left knee. Exhale, slowly lower. Come back and meet each other in Sphinx pose here. When we're ready, on our inhale, we're going to reach our arms forward in front of us. Our arms are going to stay rested, and we're only going to hover and lift our right leg. Next, exhale, slowly lower. This time, we're only going to hover our left leg. Next, exhale, slowly lower. This time, we're only going to hover our right arm. Exhale, slowly lower. Next inhale, we're only going to hover our left arm. Next exhale, slowly lower. This time, next inhale, hover both arms. Exhale, slowly lower. Next inhale, hover both legs. Keep our arms on the floor. Exhale, slowly lower. And next inhale, hover both arms and both legs like Superwoman. Exhale, slowly lower. And let's just bend fingertips to opposite elbow. And we're going to bring our left ear down onto the mat as we gaze over our right shoulder. Balance this out. So bring this time our right ear to the mat and gaze over our left shoulder. Next inhale, bring our gaze neutral forward, hands underneath our shoulders, toes tuck, knees press into the earth. We can use our knees to press up, modified press up, and meet back in tabletop pose. Once again, swaying our hips from side to side. When we're ready, next exhale, drop our forearms once more back down onto the ground. Extend our legs straight back behind us. And this time we're going to kick our left heel back towards our left glute. And we're slowly going to roll off to the right as we drop our left toes back behind us. So inhale, come back for Sphinx pose. Next inhale, kick our right heel towards our right glute. Roll off to the left as we drop our right toes back behind us. We're going to do this twice more. Inhale, come back to Sphinx. So kick left heel up towards left glute. Hover left knee. Mindfully drop left toes back behind us. Inhale, come back to Sphinx. Next inhale, kick right heel towards right glute. Hover right knee. Reach right toes back behind us. Inhale, come back to center. Once more each side. Reaching our left toes back behind us. Inhale, come back through center. Next inhale, reach our right toe back behind us. Inhale, come back through center. Once more, press our hands underneath our shoulders, tuck our toes, and maybe we don't need our knees to assist us. We can press up to meet in plank pose. Exhale, slowly drop both knees onto our mat. And we're going to meet onto our knees here, spine long, in what we call hero pose. And just taking this opportunity in hero, we're actually going to tuck our toes. And now we're going to bend back. So for some of us, this may feel like nothing. And for others, sometimes it makes us want to scream. But there is no need to scream. This is just softening any tension at the bottom of the feet. Remember, any tension that manifests in the body manifests first at the bottom of our feet. So drop your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen our spine. Return back to your breath. One more full round of breath here. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands down. And we're going to tap the tops of our feet onto the mat just to shake it off. Then when we're ready, we're staying on the knees and we're slowly going to roll up so our spine is straight. And on our next inhale, we're going to reach back for our right ankle with our right hand. Exhale, we're going to drop our chin to our chest, round our shoulders forward. And on our next inhale, we're going to reach our left hand towards our left heel. Exhale, round our spine forward. And this time on our inhale, we're going to trace a half circle to reach our right hand for our right ankle. And maybe our left arm can reach overhead. Exhale, round our shoulders forward. Inhale, reach our left hand back behind us. Right arm overhead. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, right hand, right ankle. Left arm overhead. Exhale, round forward. Reach our left hand, left foot. Right arm overhead. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, right hand, right ankle. Left arm overhead. Exhale, round forward. Left hand, left foot. Right arm overhead. And exhale, round forward. Come back down onto the palms to meet a tabletop. Mindfully sway those hips side to side. Next inhale, we're going to tuck our toes. Make sure our fingertips are as wide as they can be. Next inhale, hug and hover knees from the mat. And exhale, reach our heels towards the backs of our mats to find downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Let's take a cleansing breath here. So biggest inhale you've taken all day. Tongue out. Full exhale. On our next inhale, gaze forward, come high onto the tippy toes, micro bend the knees, lightly hop, feet just behind our hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, micro bend the knees, airplane our arms behind our backs, triceps engage. As we inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. And exhale, swim our hands back down to fold. Bend the knees, lift the heels so we meet in our toe squat. Next exhale, we'll either mindfully step or lightly hop into plank pose. Exhale, find downward facing dog, bending one knee, straightening out the opposite leg. Just pedaling out our feet once more. Next inhale, we'll find our right leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right knee through to find our low lunge. Mindfully drop our left knee. Bend our right leg, our right knee forward over our right ankle. See if we can keep our right ankle down onto our mat. Inhale, straighten our right leg. Breathe into our right hamstring. Next exhale, bend right knee over our right ankle. Inhale, lengthen our spine. Keep our lunge. Next inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Our right knee is bent forward, so we're going to swim our right arm back behind us. Bend our left arm back. See if we can reach for a bind here, opening up our chest. Once we have our balance, we can bend and deepen our lunge. 2 more full rounds of breath here. Inhale, mindfully unwind the bind. Exhale, plant our hands down. Left hand stays inside our right foot. As we inhale, right arm reaches nice and long overhead. Maybe we can tuck our left toes, hover our left knee. Maybe we can drop our left hip down. Inhale, we'll come back in our low lunge. Next inhale, straighten our right leg. Breathe into our right hamstring for 2 more full rounds of breath. Stay here for the inhale. Exhale, bend right knee over our right ankle. Next inhale, kick our left heel towards our left glute. Maybe we can grab our left foot as we bend forward and breathe into our left quad. And that's okay if we can't reach for the bind. We're still receiving all the benefits reaching for that foot. And eventually, with enough practice, you'll be able to achieve that bind. 2 more full rounds of breath here. This is just resetting those hip flexors from sitting, driving, working amongst the day, throughout the day. On our exhale, slowly lower our left foot back down onto our mat. Hair in my throat. Next inhale, hover our left knee. Next inhale, hug right knee in towards our chest. And bring right up knee outside our right elbow. And right leg high for 3-legged dog. Exhale, drop our right foot back down to meet our left. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Next inhale, left leg high for 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring our left knee through. Low lunge. Mindfully drop our right knee down as we bend our left knee forward over our left ankle. Keeping our left heel on the ground as best as we can. Next inhale, straighten our left knee and breathe into our left hamstring. Next exhale, bend left knee over our left ankle. Next inhale, keep our lunge, lengthen our spine. Inhale, both arms reach nice and long overhead. And this time, we're going to swim our left arm back behind us as we bend our right arm back and reaching for our left hand to find that bind. Once more, opening up our chest, resetting our posture. Once we find our balance with our breath, we're going to sink deeper into our lunge, bending left knee over our left ankle. 2 more full rounds of breath here. Inhale, unwind the bind. Exhale, drop our hands. Right hand inside our left foot. As we inhale, left arm reaches long overhead. Tuck our right toes. Hover our right knee. It's in our practice, we can drop our right hip down to the mat. Inhale. We'll all meet back in our low lunge variation. Next inhale, straighten our left leg. Breathe into our left hamstring for 2 more full rounds of breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, bend left knee over our left ankle. Next inhale, kick our right heel towards our right glute. Maybe we can grab our right foot for that bind. Stay here. Reach forward. Breathe into our right hip flexor, so top of our right quad. 2 more full rounds of breath. On our next exhale, mindfully unwind the bind. Drop our hands back in our lunge. Next inhale, tuck our right toes, hover our right knee, hug and hover left knee to nose, hover our left knee outside our left elbow, left leg high for three-legged dog, and bring our left foot back down to meet our right, pedaling out our feet, and downward facing dog. Let's take another cleansing breath. So big inhale through the nose. Tongue out, audible exhale. Next inhale, gaze forward. Come high into the tippy toes. Micro bend the knees. Lightly hop feet just behind your hands. Inhale, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold. Micro bend the knees. Airplane our hands behind our back. Inhale, arms come in line with our ears for chair pose here. Exhale, maybe we can sink deeper into the chair, really strengthening our ankles. Inhale, reach your eyes, arms reach nice and long overhead. And exhale, slowly melt back down into our fold. Inhale, halfway lift flat back. We're going to heel toe our feet a little bit wider than our shoulders, bringing our hands on top of our knees. So heels and feet can be at a 45-degree angle. And on our next exhale, we're going to drop our right shoulder in, using our right hand to push our right hip out as we gaze over our left shoulder. Next inhale, we'll find our goddess squat variation. Next exhale, we're going to drop our left shoulder in, use our left hand to push our left hip out as we gaze over our right shoulder, excuse me. 2 more full rounds of breath here. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, find this wide angle forward fold once more. Inhale, halfway lift flat back. And exhale, find our low squat variation. Arms forward in front of us, just like we came to at the beginning of our practice. Slowly drop, glutes back down onto our feet. Hands back behind us. So fingertips facing towards our glutes. And on our next inhale, lift the hips to find a reverse tabletop. So we're opening up our chest, expanding our collar blades, micro bend the elbows, and really push our hips up. We can ever so slightly lift the chin, just don't obstruct your flow of breath. And exhale, slowly lower our glutes back down onto our mat. On our next inhale, we're going to, so our fingertips are facing towards our knees. On our next inhale, we're going to turn our left wrist, so our left fingertips are facing towards the tops of our mat. And just like we practiced in our reverse tabletop, we're going to lift our hips, see if we can balance with our left hand, and bring our right arm overhead. Exhale, slowly lower. Bring our right hand back behind us this time. We're going to turn our right fingertips towards the tops of our mats. Next inhale, lift our hips, reach our left arm overhead. Exhale, slowly lower. Bring our left arm back behind us. Lift the hips, right arm overhead. Exhale, slowly lower. Right hand back behind us. Left arm overhead. Exhale, slowly lower. Once more, left arm back behind us. Lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower. Right hand back behind us. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower. Extend both legs straight forward in front of us. Shake off the shoulders. Shake off the knees. We're going to micro bend our knees. We're going to wrap our hands underneath our knees. Tuck our chin to our chest. And fold forward as we breathe in between the space of our shoulder blades. One more full round of breath. Very slowly bring our hands outside the knees. Next inhale, rise from our middle thoracic spine. We're going to reach our arms forward in front of us and slowly roll onto our backs. My knees are just slightly bent because my dog is sleeping in front of my feet at the minute and I can't move him. However, we're actually going to bend our knees, so bottom of our feet is onto our mat. And we're preparing for wheel, so we're warming up with bridge. We won't do the full wheel variation today, but next week we will. So, make sure our fingertips are touching the backs of our heels. Next inhale, lift our hips, engage our glutes, chin tucked towards our chest. We're going to grab the outside of our hips with both of our hands. So we're pressing our elbows into the mat and see if we can use our hips to press up a bit more. Don't forget to engage the glutes. One more full round of breath here. Exhale, slowly lower. And this time we're going to bring our hands above our shoulders. So our fingertips are facing towards the tops of our shoulders. So palms are down on the ground. Elbows are bent up towards the sky. We can stay here if that's enough. Or if we'd like, we can lift ourselves in bridge and press into our hands and press the tops of our heads back. We won't stay here too long, just one more full round of breath. And exhale, slowly lower back down. Bring our hands beside our hips. We're going to flay our knees out towards the side. This butterfly variation for 2 more slow full rounds of breath. Once again, bringing our hands underneath our belly button. 1 more full round of breath here. Slowly bring our knees in together to touch. And next exhale, drop both knees to the left as we gaze over our right. And maybe we want to bring our left foot on top of the outside of our right knee, gazing over our right shoulder. One more full round of breath here. Inhale, slowly bring both knees back through center. And exhale, drop both knees to the right as we gaze over our left. And maybe we bring our right foot on top of the outside of our left knee, continuing to gaze over that left shoulder. A few more full rounds of breath. One more full round of breath here. Next inhale, bring both knees back through center. Extend both legs straight in front of you. Drop our hands beside our hips. Shrug tension away from your neck and shoulders once more. Softly close your eyes and begin to take a final cleansing breath. So big inhale through the nose. Tongue out. Audible exhale. Remember that audible exhale stimulates the vagus nerve, the one nerve in the body that's connected to all of our organs, and it communicates a parasympathetic response in the body. So relaxes our muscles and allows us to integrate all the benefits of the moving meditation we just practiced. So see if you can just gift yourself the space and stillness to simply receive. very slowly before opening your eyes. Just wiggle your fingertips and your toes. And when you're ready, we'll roll onto the right side of our body. I'm just rolling on my left so you can see me. And when we're ready, we'll press up to meet each other in easy seated pose. Bring our hands to our heart center in prayer position. Eyes still stay softly closed. And bow your heads in reverence for the practice, in reverence of your efforts, and reverence of the efforts of those on Team DKF. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me, and I'll see you next week.